Hey, it's time to talk about a film that was advertised as a slasher horror film, but I don't know if you could call it that. Today I'm going to talk about an indie film called Room 33. It was released August 14th, 2009 by Blue Frog Pictures. Now you can get it in tons of those old DVD packs you used to get with like 8 to 10 horror films that you can find in the $5 bin at Walmart or any other bargain bin place. It was written by Eddie Barbini and Donnie Dale, produced by Eddie Barbini and Craig Pilligan, and directed by Eddie Barbini, who's also has two other films to his credit, like Under Shelter and Arrest and Trial, whatever that is. But yeah, Room 33, you have your typical group of friends in a van. This actually has a weird setup because they're like a rollerblading group where some of them are professional rollerbladers and they have a videographer and stuff like that. And they're driving through some like scenic area and they come across an old mental hospital, which is actually, if you watch a lot of B movies, it's basically the mental hospital in somewhere in California, but it's like in every B movie because they rent it out for films to shoot there. But yeah, so they come across and they decide to go exploring in it, and they come across a mentally disturbed woman who's trying to attack them with a darker secret. And yeah, this film is actually just yeah, it's advertised as a horror film, but no horror happens for at least the first hour. And this film's only like an hour and 25 minutes or something like that. So, yeah. But, yeah, this film, the acting is pretty terrible in it. And they have some of your cliche scenes where they pick up random hitchhikers. It starts off like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre almost. And then they go to this thing and they're not sure if they should go in there. One of their friends actually stays outside, which is actually pretty nice to see. And then, well, the other ones go looking through it. And then eventually, yeah, they run across this chick, and it's pretty bland because they ask her what's going on. She doesn't talk to them or anything like that. And it's all of them speculating what's going on. Some of them don't want it, so one girl goes off and goes on a rollerblading around the outskirts of the property and stuff, where she ends up getting killed by some like demon thing guy. And yeah, then a cop finds her and he dies, and yeah, that's about all the deaths. But yeah, and then the rest of it's just boring talking to the girl, trying to get exposition, which is pointless dialogue. And yeah, I did not like this movie at all. It's really a waste of time because this suffers from the biggest mistake movies do, and the biggest problem indie films do, and it's not they're just plain boring. This film is absolutely boring. Yeah, it's hard to sit through. When you get a whole pile of talking with characters that aren't well developed and no real point to the plot, they get to room 33 and about like an hour and 10 minutes in, and it's pointless, stupid nonsense. And that has a stupid little twist, which didn't really care for at all. And there's very little horror or slasher to this movie. So, yeah, Room 33 is absolutely a big bore. It's pretty terrible and definitely not really worth your time. Unless you really want to unless you just like watch boring B movies, then you might be interested in this. But this was 100% not my type of film. I absolutely found this film excruciating hard to sit through, and it had a lot. It had an interesting plot outline, but definitely nothing worth haunting about. So yeah, Room 33 is getting a 1 out of 5, only because some of the actors were somewhat decent, and some of them were a little bit amusing to watch, to say the least. There's not much else going for that. So yeah, I can't really recommend it, but if you feel like checking it out, there's a trailer link down below. If you don't like the trailer, you're definitely not going to like the movie. So, yeah, you can check that out if you want. But if you do want to check out something where I usually post where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story on my Instagram, where usually they're better movies anyway. So, yeah, make sure you follow me on there. I usually have the film title and a hashtag for fun, and put the subgenre of film in there too. So in case it's something you're not interested in, you're aware of it. So, yeah, maybe follow me on Instagram. That might be a little more fun than this movie. So, yeah. Um, yeah, comment your opinions of the film down below if you've seen it, and also if you have any films, whether B movies, popular movies, or whatnot, watch anything. Comment them down below if you want to hear my opinions on anything like that, and I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can if I can find them. Like this video, share it somewhere people are aware of it, and yeah, make sure you subscribe because hopefully it could help you find something interesting to check out that you'd never think of checking out. That's the whole goal I'm trying to do here. Just talk about films that most people probably never check out or probably forgot about. So yeah, but Room 33 is not that film. I'm just telling you, if I'm saying it's boring, it's 100% boring. So yeah, but anyways, so that's what I think of Room 33, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. Watch out for those killer women in abandoned psych ward hospitals. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So, cheers!